Okay, so we have broken up our application into smaller files, and that's all in good. But notice that as we have been breaking them into smaller snippets, our file has ballooned, right? Has at least doubled from what we had previously, right? We had so to deal with this, we'll need to also revisit the way we're organizing our file system, right? So one way to organize it is to, for instance, put all elements that are of the same type, right? Put them all in the same directory. For instance, you would put all the controllers. You could put it in one single directory called controllers, right? And you could certainly put login, profile, and what else? Those are the only controls that we have. So we can move them there, right? And anything that has to do with rendering the view, like the templates, we could put them in a directory called templates. Okay, so we can move the home, the login, the profile. Well, maybe not the home. Let's see, login, profile, register. We can put them in different templates for there. There we go. Okay, but now what we've done is that we've broken the configuration, right? Because the configuration had the old name, all the files on the same directory, right? Instead, we've moved them into the templates directory. So we need to fix this. Okay. So let's do that. So this now lives where? This lives under templates, and templates. Okay. And our index page, all our controllers have moved as well. Our controllers now live under controllers. Right? Let's see, what else do we have there? I think that's it. And if we refresh the page, it still works. Right? We can log in, Alice, log in. It still works. Right? We haven't broken it. Yes? Right? But we can go further. We're going to be faced with the same problem when we get to websites, and then pages, and then widgets, right? We're going to have way too many files to deal with, right? So a further organization that we could do is that we can break it up into the different types of data that we are manipulating, right? So for instance, all the pages and controls that have to deal with users, maybe put them in a directory called users. All the templates and controls that deal with websites, put them under a directory called website, right? And so on and so forth. So for instance, we can move all the controls and templates that deal with user, put them under users, right? And have a dedicated directory for website, another one for pages, and another one for widgets. Right, so for instance, we moved the controllers and templates for the users under user. All the files that deal with website, we're going to put them under website. And let's see, what else? We don't have anything for page, and we don't have anything for widgets, but we'll get to that soon enough, right? And because we moved the controls and templates under user, we'll need to refactor this again. This is now under user, and also on the config, this is under user and user. If we refresh the page, let's see if it's broken. It's not broken, still works. Login is not working. What'd I do? Oh no. User, oh, I didn't do login. I hate computers. There it is, login works. Okay? Make sense? Now notice that moving files around hasn't been that terrible, right? Imagine moving files around and each file has links to other files. Yes? You would have to open up, all those files and make sure that all the hyperlinks are still valid. Correct? Right? Otherwise you would have broken hyperlinks. Instead, what I had to do was just have one single place where I can maintain the movement of those files. Yes? I move those files around, and the only place that I need to touch is this one single file. I didn't have to go into the login page, into the register page, into the profile page, right? Because they would have links back to each one of those other pages, right? It would be a nightmare to maintain 3 pages as opposed to 1, right? Or as the page as it grows, I would have to maintain 6, 9, 12 pages, right? I would have to open it up and make sure that the hyperlinks work. Instead, I only have a single point of maintenance. Yes? Any question? All right. So my maintenance is so much easier by using this implementation. Notice that the templates the templates have there's no need for the templates to change, right? Notice that it's still saying ng-click login, right? Whatever controller is handling that, the controller should know what to do. It is not the responsibility of the HTML to know where to go, right? That responsibility has been removed from the page. Yes? All right. All right. So notice that just like we renamed the controllers, we should also rename the pages as well. They should also follow a similar naming convention, right? And let's do that next.